Okay. So I have the problem. Because I won't do the tablet. Yeah. So good. Not bad, but I mean. Donate. I understand that you do a lot of social media stuff, or I would love to get your number to just pick your brain a little bit. Would that be okay? You both are students? What school are you going to?
Right now, I'm just going to chief. I'm trying to transfer because it's about that time.
What did you go to apologize? What school? Chafee? Oh, okay. That's here in Claremont, right? Is it?
It's a rancho, like on a.
And you? How about you?
Yeah, I recently graduated from college.
Really? So what are your majors? What's your major? What was your major?
I've been graduated with the associate's degree.
A what?
I graduated with an associate's degree.
Associate's degree. Yes, I got it. So, my thing, the reason I'm asking you guys is because I have 16-year-olds and I'm starting to get them to start thinking about what they don't have a clue. Like, there's so many things to do. It's like, mom, and I just want them to start thinking about it, because you never know. And it's not easy, it's just not. But okay, so how do I do this? Do we do the airdrop thing or is it? Oh,
I can give you.
okay.
I did computer science and mathematics, and making that even having to decide what I want to major in after I transfer, it's hard to decide.
Yes, I can imagine. Let me see. I don't know how to do it here. But when you say math, I'm taking them to this college prep course, and they did a test, and they had all of the parents that came to do the test too.
Oh wow!
It's like it's horrible. I'm like, and they said, "Well, maybe you should get them some tutoring."
Oh,
You would? I told her yes. My babies need tutoring in math. Absolutely. Mama needs tutoring. No, I'm just like,
I got all of you.
all right, baby, I'll learn them. Oh, I would love to make that happen. And soon.
Okay.
All right, it's Imani. All right, then. Thanks so much. It is nice to meet you too, young man.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best. Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thank you.
Walking back and forth to the car. Yes. No, it wasn't. It was just transfer. I'm just.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh, and you turned it on for me. See, you're so good to me.
I know
This Russian. Yeah, normally folks don't talk to me right before service, but this was for a memorial, and they wanted to come meet me this morning. It's like, okay, we'll talk right now.
that everybody that was on
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, there's a lot of cars here this morning, which is lovely, but now it makes a little more sense. There we go, we got it.
Can I assist you?
No, I just have to get it on my waistband. I'm getting dressed in the morning. And it really works better if I just slow down and do it instead of trying to rush. This is
Are you
the,
into your brown period?
and it's fall. It's fall. Brown, green, and then it's winter.
They're trying to wear my Halloween colors.
Yes, and I normally, if it were a little closer to Halloween, I thought about wearing my cat ear headband, but there's something on the website from a former talk of me in a black cape with a cat face on it, and I'm doing this talk, and it's like, that is not a good look for doing a talk. So I couldn't let that go.
You still look good.
Yeah, thank you. All right, my friends, thank you for being here.
We're ready.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, there's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come, let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's play together. Come, love and be loved. From the best out to the turn down. From the pamper to the abuse. This door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. God recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. How are you this morning? Lovely to see all of you. I'm Reverend Tracy, and so happy to have you here. I want to acknowledge our friends that watch online. Everybody raise your hand and wave. Hello, we're glad you're here. This community is one of heart and love and support, and just looking at all of you, loveliness, just loveliness. So welcome, 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 wherever you are in your spiritual path. We're happy with you. We have a great morning this morning. I'll introduce our practitioner first slowly, since our musician just walked out. I'm sure she'll be back. We're grateful to have Lisa Burrows on platform this morning. She'll do our opening invocation and the reading. And I'll just remind you that your practitioners are always available to do prayer work with you. They would love to know a greater truth for wherever you are in your life, whether celebrating or struggling. They are adept at seeing through the noise to what is greater. And knowing what is greater brings a sense of calm and peace and power, and that's what we're all looking for. So do talk to your practitioners. They're happy to be there for you. We also have a way that you can put in a written request. Maybe you want prayer for someone else. There's a little box in the back where you can fill out a form, and we'll take that into prayer as well. or you can always call. There's a confidential email, voicemail. There's a confidential voicemail option that goes to the practitioners for any prayer requests that come in. So we're happy to work with you anytime. And we have some great music this morning. We've got Jeff on keyboards, and he is accompanying that voice of Tina Meeks. All right, we are going to start with a song. You'll find the lyrics in your program, but stand up and sing Spirit is in this place.
Come together as family. Come on, y'all. We have come together as we are. We have come for a while. We have gathered here in love. Everybody sing. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Raise a roof and shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place.
Thank you. So we're going to take that wonderful feeling, thank you for that, Graham. Take that wonderful feeling within, take a breath, feel it, fill your body, and as you settle in, let the sound of the bowl take your awareness to that heart space at the center of your own being. For it is here in our own hearts that we recognize the true power of spirit. And it is from here that we remember that we are all one in this gift we call life.
And in this space of oneness, in this space of joy, we have gathered and are now open to receive a beautiful message from Reverend Tracy this morning. I know and accept that each one here receives exactly what is perfect for them to hear and to receive. Each one here enjoying the gathering of family and friends, the gathering of friends that are family, in this beautiful, loving space. We bring our love lights to share with one another. Each one here, nourished and becoming a little bit brighter from the sharing. And we take this forward into the week to share with everyone we come into contact with. Just through the glow of our inner light, inner love, inner power. And so it is. Good morning. So my reading today is from a book called Everyday Radiance by Heidi Rose Robbins. And this is called One Little Light. I chose this because it was very gray this morning. Have you ever taken a walk at night and passed houses with one room alight, casting a glow of comfort? One little light in a window is so inviting. Many little lights across the world and throughout time have beckoned, welcomed, and sometimes saved us. The lighthouse, the campfire, the candle in the cabin window that says, I'm here. When we're lost, we search for light. When the night is long, we wait for the first signs of dawn. We're all here to build and intensify the light that we are. Better yet, we're here to be the beacon in a storm for another, to be the warm campfire, providing nourishment, to be the lighted heart and the hearth that says, come in, love, come in. You're safe now. It's warm here. Come in. This is a day for inclusivity and warmth.
I close my eyes and count my blessings. Heaven's fountain overflows. Angels sing on high and here below. Oh, every rock and every creature join in perfect harmony, praising God and helping me to know the joy of living, the joy of giving, oh, the joy of being right here, right now, the joy of carrying, oh, the joy of sharing, oh, the joy of being right here, right now. When I pause to count my blessings, precious memories flood my soul. The scent of morning blossoms fill the air. Oh, I am strong and I am healthy. I will sing a song of love, praising God and helping all to share in the joy of living. Oh, the joy of giving what you have, the joy of being right here, right now. Oh, the joy of caring, yes, the joy of sharing. Oh, the joy of being right here, right now. Don't you know that life can be beautiful when you let go? Oh, and life can be so wonderful when you finally know the joy of giving, the joy of living. Yes, the joy of being right here, right now, right now, right now. The joy of caring, oh, the joy of sharing what you have, the joy of being right here, right now. Oh, the joy of being right here, right now, right here in Claremont. The joy of being right here, right. What am I going to say? Right now.
Nice. Better than nice. Fabulous. Thank you. Thank you both. All right. So we are meeting for the last time in October. Seasons will change again officially into the winter months. And this week we have the usual challenge with the candle. I promise I will get us a new one for the new season. But I'm not going to give up here. Maybe I will. This week, coming up, we have Halloween, in case you hadn't noticed, and we've had enough of this nonsense. There's lighter, damn it. We have Halloween and we have the Day of the Dead coming up at the end of the week. These holidays that in each in their own way acknowledge that while we are here alive and breathing, there is also a realm beyond that we don't totally understand, but we get little glimpses of. And our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, had a moment when he was speaking at our sister church in Whittier. He was giving a talk one evening and he paused and he seemed to kind of lose his way or kind of zone out a little bit. And he can be heard on the recording saying to himself, "Oh, the veil is very thin." This experience of touching into something that we cannot normally describe or feel or see with our five senses, but this understanding that there is life beyond what we know in any given moment. And so our candle is that light of understanding that comes when we expand our horizons. when we open up to the possibility that we are more than what our five senses tell us. So the talk title today is Present but Hidden. And for those of you that don't get the email, it says, where's my phone? Oh, it's under the papers on my desk. Where's the moon tonight? Oh, it's obscured by the clouds. Where's spirit in this mess? That's the real question. And the answer is the same. Present. Just hidden. The good we seek is here for us, blocked from view by cloudy thinking or emotional storms. Learning to move through and beyond to the ever-present light that our soul calls for, that's our call to spiritual practice. And there's a quote by Pythagoras, above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. So that's what we're talking about today. And I love this image of clouds. You know, we have them. This is a good day to talk about clouds. It's a cloud layer. You know, we talked about cloudy judgment. We talk about feeling foggy. Smoke from a fire will obscure the mountains from our view, even though they're right there. There are storms and hurricanes of destructive rain. We use and feel this weather as oppressive, as confining, or as an image of us not being clear. And Eckhart Tolle reminds us that you are the sky. The clouds are what happens, what comes and goes. Sometimes those clouds block the light of the sun or the moon or the stars. But the clouds always move out. They change shape. They disappear. They may come again, but they will be different. And again, they will pass. It's a visible metaphor for how it is that we think, for our thoughts. You know, in Science of Mind, we teach, change your thinking, change your life. When we see things differently, when we understand life differently, we live differently. Henry Ward Beecher wrote that thinking cannot be clear until it has expression. We must write or speak or act our thoughts, or they will remain in half-torpid form. I love the word torpid. They'll just lay there. But you've done that, right? You know that as you talk something out, you get a little clearer. Or if you write something down, you know that journaling they made you do in your literature class? There's a reason for that. It's because as we write, we get more clear. As we speak, as we act on what we are thinking, we open up to what comes next. We open up to a greater understanding. He goes on to write, our feelings must have expression, or they will be as clouds, which until they descend in rain, will never bring up fruit or flowers. Feelings held within destroy the holder. So it is with all inward feelings. Expression gives them development. Thought is the blossom. Language is the opening bud. And action is the fruit behind it. Thoughts become things. It's a powerful metaphor to realize that even what we think, and even what we think we know to be true, can still be changed. When we learn something new, when we have a different experience, when we see something greater than we ever imagined out there in the world, our thinking can always lead us to a broader horizon. So the antidote for that foggy-headedness, for that being unclear, is to break the loop of thinking that keeps us held back, right? Because generally, if we're in a negative loop, it is a loop. It's actually more like a spike being ground into the ground, right? And taking us with it. But if we can break that cycle, then we can think something new, be something new, find something new, open up to something better. and I came across the phrase, the winds of imagination. And I like that. When the winds of imagination blow, when we take a moment to just speculate, to just let fly, to play a little bit with an idea, we break the hold that that negativity has on us, that depression or despair or fear has gotten a hold of us, and we can choose to imagine something different. And just in the imagining, a door opens. Just in the thinking of possibilities tells the universe, oh, I have possibilities, let me show you. It's us saying yes. It's us saying come in. It's us saying, oh, I'm just going to play with this for a while. I'm tired of carrying the world on my shoulders. And we still are heading in a direction. We still want more love. We still want to feel more peace. We still want to see kindness break out in the world. But we can shift our thinking. We can change our balance or our focus a bit, right? And still get there. In fact, get there more efficiently because we're not weighed down by what's been holding us back. So I've been on an airplane a few times in the last month or so. I've missed you. It's really nice to be back. But one of the things that happens when you fly is that there is usually somewhere along the way a little turbulence. And what does the pilot do? She goes above it, or she goes below it. And there's something about rising above whatever the disturbance is that allows you to keep going in the direction you want to go without having to get tossed around like a storm. And the same thing with going below. You go a little lower when you take a deeper dive into your own self, and you find a way under those waves that will bring you up as yourself. It's not about avoiding problems. It's not about saying we don't have difficulty or turbulence in our world. It's about managing our journey. It's about allowing ourselves to continue to head towards our destination, but adjusting along the way. Making sure that we remember that our own inner navigation system will still get us there, even if we've made a wrong turn, even if we've reached an obstacle that we can't get around. There's someone for it. This we know. So Pat gave me another example of this. She's just getting home from Philadelphia tonight from another race. And she was talking about, they were practicing this week, and they were on rough water. So there was a little bit of wind kicked up in the late afternoon, the water's a little whoop, 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 and they're in a skinny little boat, and with long oars. And the way you navigate choppy water in a boat like that is you keep your oar a little bit higher above the water. So you're not running into those little waves all the time, right? Because you want a smooth stroke. So you keep your oar a little higher. Well, that takes greater balance. You have to adjust how you hold your whole body, how you hold the oar. And it's a different pressure that's being applied, and it's most efficient. And that's a perfect metaphor for what we do every day. We're always adjusting. We get the phone call, we get the diagnosis, the car does something weird. You know, these things that maybe we just decide we're going to change jobs. You know, there are things that change all the time. Some of them we pick, some of them we don't. But we can always adjust our elevation, our perspective, our balance, and stay focused on the intention or the destination. There are storms galore in our culture right now. There is disturbance in some things that we have taken for granted forever. There is a sense of swirl around, well, what do we do next? What is there to do? What can I possibly do to make the world a better place? This. We raise our oars a little bit higher above the water. We raise ourselves up above the clouds that are obscuring the light. Because what we know to be true, and if you've ever been in an airplane on a cloudy day, you know that you will get above the clouds and you will find the sun again, or you will see the moon and the stars. It's there. of where we are standing. We can trust the light that is above. We can trust the calm that is below the waves. We can remember that where we are looking from is what defines the horizon that is out there, and that is movable. Because we can adjust, we can refocus, we can shift the way in which we're moving. We can take a break and let some things go by, and then step back out into the world. One of my favorite quotes from Ernest Holmes is that appreciation, gratitude, and thanksgiving are the motive power, the power that makes things move, the motive power which attracts and magnifies the hidden potentialities of life. So one of the ways, besides the wings of imagination, to shift your perspective, to find what's hidden, to experience what doesn't seem visible, but is really out there, is to be grateful, is to count your blessings, is to be thankful. It doesn't just say something nice happened to me, it makes more things happen. Gratitude is causative. It's not an effect, it's causative. He goes on to say there's an inner meaning in everything, an inside to every fact, a hidden cause within every visible effect, and this cause is spirit. And what we know about spirit is that it's right where we are. It is, in fact, always present. And when we see a situation where it seems like spirit is not at work, that's not the truth. It is at work. And maybe we don't see or understand how or why spirit can be in a difficult conversation or a toxic relationship or a negative political climate. And yet, it is at work because it is always at work. And how it is at work will become clear. Our job is to remember that and to give thanks that the clarity is in the situation itself, just waiting to be recognized. Telling yourself, reminding yourself that you are not on a fixed course, that you can bob and weave around the clouds or through them or beyond them any way you want. And you will. Because you're here. You've already come through. How many storms in your life? How much bad weather have you been through? Sometimes you had a coat, sometimes you didn't. Here you are. We will again. We will some more. The presence is present always. Now, when we know that about ourselves, then we are able to bring that to the world. And Pope Francis said it this way. He said, today too, amid so much darkness, we need to see the light of hope and to be the men and women who bring hope to others. To protect creation, to protect every person, to look upon them with tenderness and love is to open up a horizon of hope. It is to let a shaft of light break through the heavy clouds. It is to bring the warmth of hope. That's our call. We respond to people who do that for us. We can be that person in any room, in any relationship, in any circumstance. We just get out of our own heads a little bit and remember that holistic sense of connection that we have with spirit and grace. And not because spirit's here and we're here and we come together, but because we are the spirit that is within us animating life, right? That is how life works. There is a quote from Ernest Holmes that says, each person is a center of self-awareness, of self-conscious life conscious of itself. And God is the life principle animating us, whatever you call that animating principle. Call it God, call it nature, call it the universe, call it George. While George is forever hidden from our objective view, We are continuously conscious of its existence in us and animating all nature. The relationship between the life principle and that which it sustains is obviously one of union, which means we are called to see other people in the same light that we hold the people in this room. The same light that we hold ourselves when we're being kind and compassionate to ourselves. It means that we can see from a higher perspective that this too, this person, this situation, this relationship, this too is life. And it is the life of spirit. And I want to be the one to bring the light into the dark room, into the angry relationship. I want to be the one that has the hope that I carry with me so other people can have some. I want to be the person that knows their own self, capital S, so well that nothing can knock me off balance. And if I do get knocked off balance, I want to know that I know people who know this. Because we move through this together, and we move through it most efficiently when all of our oars are at the same height. I hope it's all. What's hidden is visible beyond the clouds, beyond the layers of strong emotions or distractions of shiny objects and distress. So I'm going to end with a story. Susan Salzberg wrote about it, although I actually have the book. I looked for it this morning. I couldn't find it. Chris, I think you gave it to me. It's a storybook for kids, for all of us. It's without words. And the first page is a picture of a red triangle. Oh, it's a book about art. Turn the page, and that red triangle is part of the comb on the rooster's head. Oh, it's a book about chickens. So let me read you how he writes this. He was given a gift by a friend who didn't tell him anything about it. He was turning 40. She gives him this book. It's his book. He's like, what is this? So he says he turns the page and he sees a picture of children looking through the window of a house at the rooster. Oh, it's not a book about a rooster. It's about some children who live on a farm. As I turned more pages, the children and the house diminished in size until they proved to be pieces of a toy village arranged by a little girl. Oh, now I understand. I thought it's a book about a child and she's the central figure in the story and all that other stuff. Those were just stories. A page later, the girl playing with the houses turned out to be part of an illustration on the cover of a book being held by a boy, and on it went. As I turned the pages, I counted conclusion after conclusion about what the book was really about. Okay, now I get it. This is a story about a boy who's on an ocean liner holding a book with a cover picturing a child playing with a miniature village. But when the entire ocean liner turned out to be part of a billboard posted on the side of a bus, my confidence in my interpretations collapsed. The bus proved to be part of a scene on a TV screen being watched by a cowboy in the desert, which turned out to be the illustration on a postage stamp, which was on a postcard in the hands of a group of people standing on an island beach. And before I could try to reach another conclusion about the subject of the book, a turn of the page showed the island as seen by a pilot in a small plane. And several pages later, through swirls of clouds, I saw the earth, a jewel-like globe floating in infinite space, then simply a distant white dot. Opened to an immensity of perspective, my vision included every image in an expansive suite of vision, but was not limited by any one of them. I looked at my friend and said, I feel like I'm seeing like God. We have the ability to move where we are looking from into another place. We have the ability to trust that there is a broader perspective of anything we are feeling or thinking and looking at. We have the ability to see rightly. Paul says reality is forever hidden from our view. We see not life, but that which lives. Not energy, but that which energy becomes. Not mind, not consciousness, but that which mind does. Not the creator, we see creation. Whoever saw the power that guides the stars through space, or grasped in his hand the energy that balances a spinning top. Or to put it more succinctly, no one picture is the whole story. But what is present is the presence in many forms. And that we are called to live beyond the limits of the horizon we are currently looking at. Or as the little prince says, what is essential is invisible to the Namaste. So I invite you to join me in prayer, and I'm beginning with the verse of Romans 27. No mist or cloud by God's design does veil reality, but you, in ignorance of cause and effects, give substance to the world of form and call it matter, thinking it to be a thing apart from mind because it has another name. And so remembering that the words we speak, by definition, are defined, defining, limited. That we use our words as tools to expand our world, remembering that we are expanding incrementally because we are using words that have a limit. And so knowing that what we name as life, as world, as chaos, as pain, as good, as bad, as right and wrong, what we name is still of the Spirit. It is still the all in all, subject to spiritual law, fueled by love. And so this day, I choose to remember the power of which I am a part of, that I express through me as me. I choose to see the light and the love and the power in every person I come in contact with. I allow my vision to soften as I look at the world and realize that light emanates from everyone. And that where it is the darkest, I am called to bring my light. And I speak a word too, that I do not walk alone. For there are many of us, all of us together, carrying this light, this love, this expanded view of what is possible. Even here, even now, Spirit is at work. And for this I am grateful. So very, very grateful. So glad to know that life is bigger than I even imagined. The possibilities for good are endless. I give great thanks for my own abilities to understand in greater ways, to act in more loving ways, to recognize the presence, more of its variety. From this place of gratitude, I release my words, limited Lorde into the law for its infinite work, for it to unfold exactly as it needs to, and as it does not. Allowing this love and light that I am to shine more brightly in ways I cannot even imagine yet, and to recognize that same flow of energy from everyone. And truly, truly find peace. Truly, truly find calm. Truly find light wherever it may be. And so it is. I invite you to repeat after me our affirmation, which you will find in the bulletin. I trust the light which shines beyond the clouds.
I trust the light which shines beyond the clouds.
I trust the deep calm below the waves.
I trust the deep calm below the waves.
I trust myself in the world.
I trust myself in the world.
And so it is.
And so it is.
All right, let's invite Tina up for a few more musical notes.
So inspired by that message. Really, thank you. Well, and thinkers. Give her a hand. Thanks so much. The time it takes to put that together and really touch upon us where we are right now. I appreciate it. So thanks so much. Thank you, Jeff. All right, everybody. I don't think that Bill Withers would have had any idea how far this song would go when he wrote it. But we all can embrace it and sing it and embody it, be this for our friends, as well as knowing that our friends are this for us. Feel free to hum along or sing. Yeah. Oh, sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Come on, you just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Come on, y'all. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Oh, I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. So everybody, if there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, guess what? I ride up the road and I'll share your load. Ha! If you just call me, call me, call me. If you need a friend, oh, won't you just call me? If you need a friend, oh, you never
express our gratitude for our center and our community. Through your offerings, you know that we are supported. Keeps us in beautiful new windows and a shiny new parking lot and whatever the project is that comes next. It also allows us to do the work we do. We pay for our registration at Village Venture to let people know that we're here. And every project, every gift giving and sharing that we do lifts up our community, and that's why we are here. So, giving yourself a little pat of gratitude for all that you contribute. Say with me our prosperity affirmation, if you will. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have. Get all the years, all that I can, and all that I receive. Thank you. And we say over an affirmation for our donation that it is blessed, that what is given in love expresses as love in the world and all around. And it can only be good. So it is. All right, there's a couple things going on. All the folks that were at or volunteered at or set up or broke down Village Venture, were you there? Did you have fun? Yeah. See the dogs and the kids and the dogs, yeah. We had a good time. It was not blistering hot. It was not raining. It was a little chilly, but we can compensate that. And we had several people stop by and have a real conversation with us, and that's just so exciting. So thank you all that helped make this happen. A special thank you to Brother Mary for coordinating all of that, and we are grateful. Especially for our early morning risers that were out there helping to set up. That's the funnest part, right? How to break it down. All right, we have meditation this week with Lisa Burrows. You met her this morning if you didn't know her before. It is a Zoom call Wednesdays at 6:30, and it is a time of peace and rest and center. It's a lovely practice. That's Wednesday night at 6:30 on Zoom. The link is on the website. It's also in our class. It is time for C's Candy. You know you want some. There's a QR code that takes you right to the ordering page. You can give that to all your friends. They can order for themselves. It'll get mailed directly to them. It doesn't cost them any more than if they were in the store, and the center makes money from it. It is the easiest way in the world.
And the sweetest.
And the sweetest, thank you, Graham, the sweetest way in the world to fill our coffers while filling someone else's happy place. Yes, Kelly.
I know we do that with schools. There's a holiday fund too.
Yeah, these are holiday, it's a holiday one. So when you look at the page, you'll see primarily Christmas. Everything ships by late November.
It starts, I think, November 9th.
Yeah, so it'll start shipping in November. It keeps, and I have a theory. I've shared my theory with you before. If you order now, you'll have time to order again to refill what you already ate before Christmas and still get it on time. And you order one for the relatives, the party you're going to, and then one for you. And then one for the hostess gift, and then one for you. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a very spiritual experience. Chocolate is, yes.
You can also order gift certificates.
Oh, and gift certificates, so you can, if you don't know what people are allergic to nuts, you don't know if they're allergic to nuts, you give them a gift certificate, they can shop their own. All right. Saturday the 15th at 1 o'clock here in the chapel is our Reiki share. We also had a couple people stop by the table yesterday and ask about Reiki. We had a person that might even want to help practice, Reiki learning practitioners. So we might be getting a little note here and there. But some extra interest, and please come. It's a beautiful thing. The room fills up with energy and you feel better when you leave. Always good. We are still working on playing with our plans for our dinner dance, our Christmas dinner dance fundraiser, Saturday, December 6th. Saturday, December 6th. So that is the party you are going to Saturday night, December 6th. Come in here, right? Right here. And we'll have more details for you as we get closer. But know that there will be dancing, there will be music, there will be food, there will be wine, there will probably be auction items or raffle baskets or something you can go home with. So it'll be a lovely, lovely evening. We are, as always, collecting non-perishable food items to support our community shelters. And I want to remind you that maybe you're not the shopper. Maybe when it comes time to buy gifts for people, you're a big gift card person. That's fine. Bring a Target gift card, and we'll make sure it gets to the shelter and they can use it for whatever they need it for. Or we'll take it to the shelter and maybe they'll buy school supplies for the kids, or whatever is needed. So if you'd rather buy a gift card rather than bring in a bunch of heavy cans, that's fine too. Ralph's gift cards work, anything like that. It's our way of reaching out to folks who are struggling at this time. There are a lot of people that are subject to layoffs, or they've been furloughed or not being paid. The food banks are saying we're expecting a rush of calls for assistance, and we can do that. We can be that extra assistance. Bring it here, we'll make sure it gets to the right place. So, yes, Mary?
There's a kindness carnival.
Yeah.
That's this Saturday.
How about tonight? Yes, it's this Saturday, yes,
It's
we do.
this Saturday. It's the kindness festival downtown Pomona. Yeah, there we go,
So the
downtown.
microphone.
They can hear me.
It's on the tape.
Okay, so Kindness Festival downtown Pomona. Our center has a booth there. It's from 2 to 5 this Saturday. And there's a sign-up sheet in the back for volunteers. It's only 2 to 5, but we need to set up by 1:30. So we'll get there about 1 o'clock or earlier and start setting up. And then 5 o'clock we can take down. So it's shorter. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of kids. So it's, and as Reverend Tracy said yesterday at the Village Venture, we had a lot of people that were really interested in coming to our center and what we're all about. So we're expecting that to happen again on next Saturday. So sign up, it's a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie, and then you've got interesting people, and sometimes pets.
There's also a farmer's market on Geary Avenue, about 2 blocks above Old, that occurs on Saturday morning from 8 to noon. So if you go early, you can shop and then come up set up.
Right, and you may get some traffic detours because they will be closing down some streets. Because the kindness festival goes from Gary West to Diamond Plaza. So join us.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Monty is working really hard to let us know that right after service, we have coffee and treats. Right next door. He'll be happy to show you where they are. He does not eat chocolate, however, he does not drink the occasional bite of cookie. All right, so let's stand up, shall we? Move to the sides of the room and sing a little Eddie Watkins Jr.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say I love you and I love you. Now feel the pain in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. 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 In the name of love, we walk by life. Every
We did it. I try to live in October is always doing something. And in November, it kind of calms down because everyone's
Always be in love.